please introduce Dan Evans.
Good morning, conference. Good morning. Isn't it good to see a young person stood on the stage? Yeah. Sorry, Steve. It's even better to call myself young all the time. Well, let me tell you some good news. Young Independence is creeping towards 4,000 members now. That's 10% of the entire UKIP are now young people. It's fantastic, right? We're in over 20 university campuses up and down the country. And we don't just deliver leaflets anymore. We're now branch chairmen like myself, we're secretaries, we're treasurers, we're councillors, we're candidates for elections. We've got people standing for youth parliament, we've got people delivering public speeches, and we've got people delivering more speeches in schools. It is unbelievable. What's more unbelievable is the young people that join us. The young people that join us are the ones that stand out in the crowd. They're the ones that don't mind putting their head above the parapet. And they don't mind taking on a hard challenge either. Also, they're willing to ask hard questions when others aren't. And they're willing to make sure they force the answers to those hard questions as well. Recently we held a public meeting at Exeter University and the entire room was packed out. Over 400 people wanting to know why we should leave the European Union. Unbelievable. And in contrast, the staying campaign could only get 40 people there. Seriously, we genuinely have the passion on our side in comparison. At a school, they held a mini referendum and 75% of the class wanted to leave the European Union. But it's not all good news. Unfortunately, we have to compete with free speech being shut down at universities, and we have to compete with the National Union of Students. Now, the National Union of Students recently voted to officially campaign to stay in the EU. This is a union that is supposed to stand up for the students. This is a union that's supposed to provide the students with all the information and to help them with their future. It's a union that has well overstepped its mark. Where's the impartiality? How are they looking after the students' interests? Because in the 60s and 70s, I do believe that it was the students that stood against the establishment, not marched with them. It was the students that stood up for free speech, not shut it down. But how do we change it? It's our job to change it. We cannot just sit by and watch this happen. I genuinely won't let it happen. I will be challenging them, as all people in Young Independence will be challenging them, and we will make sure we are heard on those campuses up and down the country, I promise you. This is genuinely a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for us to set our own destiny and to take control of our freedom. Because when I campaigned at Bath University, most students were actually undecided. And in one afternoon, we managed to sign up 300 in one afternoon. Because when they hear our side, they do actually genuinely want to vote to leave the EU. Now, I've not campaigned 10 years to allow for young people to be given biased information. It is our job to make sure that they know their choices. It is our job to make sure that we show them that it's the positive and forward-thinking thing to do to leave the European Union. Now, on the 23rd of June, it's actually my birthday. And I genuinely hope you'll all stand up and give me the best birthday present I could dream for. Today I'm wearing some cufflinks that were actually my granddad's, and sadly he can't be with us today, but if he was, I know that he would be stood at the side of me. I know he would be fighting for our freedom, and I know our generation genuinely want to follow in the footsteps of the generation that came before us that fought for our freedom. Now if you're like me, and you're like we are in Young Independents, and you have the passion for this fight, then do not let a day go past without fighting for our generation. Do not let a day go past where you do not fight for our future. Because an idea whose time has come will never be stopped by any government. We will be the generation of freedom, and I promise you, we will have our Independence Day. Thank you very much.